WCSM's General Store is brought to you by Chad's Express Lube and Car Care, Christine Flynn, your local farmer's insurance agent, and Orion Saft of the AME Group for all your technical needs. WCSM is recorded at 70X7 Studio. And now, the General Store crew.
It doesn't really matter to me.
Are you sure?
Speaking of random questions.
Are you sure? I think it does matter.
Does it matter?
Well, because see, sometimes when I have the logo, when I have a logo shirt, it goes right. I think I wore Chad's Express one time, and this thing got in the way.
Oh, and it got in the way.
It did.
You can't have it.
No, I can't have that. But I have no logo on now. I was just asking for your personal preference.
Well, I will say that it's coming out of this side. So when you put then it goes like this. That's not a good look.
Okay, so not the whole. You can't just.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I really apologize.
I know this is important, guys.
When Kurt needs something, you just kind of got to stop down.
You're
everything.
the only one that understands me.
It's like
Thank
a toddler.
Well,
like a toddler.
Do you have right-handed or left-handed? I don't know what you got on there.
I really don't even know. Is it like a right-handed hammer or a left-handed hammer?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Right.
Hey,
So,
welcome to the General Store 70X7 Studio with Mike and Carter, our producers.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
There they are.
Gentlemen.
Yep,
yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Love your hat, by the way.
Thank
Hello,
you.
my God.
What's your hat say? Oh, yeah.
How about that?
God is good, y'all.
Y'all.
Y'all. And I got my shirt, Love God, Love People.
Oh, I thought it said love God, not people.
Yeah. That's not the commandment.
A little bit better.
That's what we want to do, but that's not what got to love God, love people from the Danny Goki concert that I went to a few months ago. Yeah, Patricia, my best friend, asked me to go, and it was a K-Love promotion up at a church I think it was up in Carmel.
Really?
But we drove up, and he is phenomenal. Great. I mean.
So you liked it?
The guy's, yes, he's got so much soul.
You a fan?
Great. I was a big fan of his on American Idol.
I think she's saying I would recommend.
Yeah, two thumbs.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I know the church you're talking about. Is it absolutely huge?
Yes.
With a great big,
real big one.
Yard and around it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My boys are in cross country there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I know exactly the one you're talking about.
Yeah, so he was great. And it was a fantastic. But I had to get this. I loved it.
Well,
the t-shirt.
Well,
so
got to get the merch.
There you go. Got to get some merch.
Is that where you got the hat?
No, I got the hat at Rural King.
Yeah.
Rural King has a lot of faith-based ball caps and T-shirts, actually.
I like it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I get
cool.
a lot of stuff there. I've got a bunch of ball
Do
caps.
you get the popcorn too?
Oh,
that popcorn.
Do you like
stop it! I take a bag home.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't buy the bag. I don't buy the bag. I'll get my bag and walk through the store and eat it.
Well.
Yeah, and then I'll get another bag on the way out. I love Rural King popcorn. Yeah. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say it rivals movie theater popcorn.
Wow.
It's good. It's good.
For
well worth the trip.
Well, and for sure, in that aspect, it's better. But even movie theater popcorn, you have to really doctor it up, right? To, I think, make it good. You can't just eat it right out of the machine.
You're right.
Rural King, you can eat right out of the machine. You can, but it's not any good.
You know, I've had athletic directors at high school tell me that they put extra salt on it so they can sell more drinks.
Yes, I know.
Why would you not?
You know who you're talking about.
That's good business, isn't it, Mark?
Why would you?
Yeah. But I don't get that at Rural King. They don't over salt.
No, I salt mine at Rural
You
King.
salt.
Yeah, you
so
can
good.
hurt popcorn with too much salt.
Mm-hmm.
It can
Can
make.
you?
Is it
Can
true?
you though?
Is it
Can
true,
you though?
Sheila?
Can you? I don't think so.
Oh yes, you can.
I don't think you can.
You know, salt's not crazy healthy for you, right?
It is when you've got low blood pressure, and I do, so I'm going to take advantage of it.
You salt away, girl.
That's why.
You're getting awful salty.
That's what when Griffin is my kid that I want to do this too.
Yeah.
But I can't. He's got like these great big crazy ape arms, and he can put his head on and I can't get to him.
Right.
But that's what he does to make fun of me. When I get all worked up and I'm like, he'll get right in front of me. He'll go like he's mocking me. Like that's what I look like to him.
You're mocking me.
Yeah, you're mocking me. Yeah, so stop it, Griffin.
Right.
So anyway, Hey, we want to thank our top fans.
Yes.
We love them. We've got a bunch of them. Pete Jackson, Missy LaBrash, Alan Burr, Alan Brown. Alan Brown is a friend of mine through the Miss America organization.
No kidding.
He's been involved with the Miss America scholarship program for years and knows like a bunch of the Miss Americas. Like he's like, yeah,
wow,
he's rubbing elbows with them. So, but he doesn't live here. And I'm sorry, Alan, it just has escaped my mind. But
another
he doesn't live. Yeah, he's in another state.
Okay,
how cool is that?
You don't have to live in this state to be a fan.
That's the thing, right? How cool is that?
I love that. Yeah.
Delbert Hayes, Rex Smith, Chad Stevenson, Robert Lutz. Oh, Sheila Bruce. Huh.
How about that?
How about them apples? You like apples? How about them apples? All right.
Great
and
movie.
Cindy Bell, thank you so much to all of our supporters and fans. And
our top, low, and Midland.
Yes. Yep.
We love them all.
Love them all.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hey, and I just want to say this. You know, when I was performing, I always felt very self-conscious about calling people my fans. I thought that seemed or sounded
a little
very
assuming.
Yeah. I never liked that.
Yeah. That's Facebook's term.
That's what I was going to say. I don't want to say, so we've got some top fans. I just hate that. So,
how about top friends?
Yes, I like it. Good old boys
friends.
and good old girls, or some top friends.
Top folks. Whatever.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.
So
That's a good point.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
That makes me a little nervous.
People that tend to watch the show.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
People who
or
prefer.
listen. You can listen now.
That's right.
Yeah.
If you don't have time to sit down and hang out with us in the visual world,
right.
you can now just listen Spotify.
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right.
We also post the audio version only, audio only on Facebook as well.
That's right.
So
it's
that's
exciting.
Pretty cool.
It's exciting.
So just a couple of housekeeping notes that we'd like to, share with you. Not only that we're not only visual but audio now. We also want to let you know that we would love to have you as a partner. If you own a business, a business or a business in another state, everything's done online now, right?
That's right.
If you've got a business and would like to partner with us and support what we're doing here and advertise here, just like Chad's and Christine Flynn with Farmers Insurance and Orion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. We've had some great businesses involved.
Yeah.
We would love to have you involved too. So
Please.
if you're interested in that, you can just
hit us up.
Message us on through our Facebook page.
That's right.
Is probably the easiest way to do it.
Right. Yep.
And we'd love to have you on board. So
we'll take care of you.
Yeah. And don't forget to share and like. We're still trying to grow this. Mm-hmm. It's growing.
It really is.
Quite a bit.
In a 28-day period, our Facebook page was viewed over 60,000 times.
Wow.
So a lot of views. Our reach, which is distinct and different accounts that are visiting our Facebook page, is hovering in the area of 18,000 right now. So, So the numbers are there. We are getting a lot of engagement. Folks are being really nice to us.
Yep.
Putting thumbs on, commenting and everything. So we're doing.
And make sure Kurt is our social media guy and runs the general store Facebook page. Does a great job. Mm-hmm. But he's doing a lot on as far as just engaging with our viewers and our friends on Facebook. So make sure you're engaging with us during the week.
On there.
Just great trivia questions and just great. The thing is, it gives us an opportunity to know who you are too.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of fun.
Just
we like the back and forth. Yep.
Yeah, we really do.
It
brings up a lot of good memories for us too. Yep. What you all share with us.
Mike suggested this to me at one point as far as something we could talk about, and I thought it was a great idea. And so I think now would be a great time to visit this. So Mike talked to me a little bit about, it'd be a great message to share that, what we all plan to do with our lives may not be actually what we end up doing with our lives. And that's okay. And Mike and I just talked a little bit about how, it's okay to it not to turn out the way we think it's meant, or we think it's meant to. I thought I was supposed to be a Nashville recording artist, right?
I think you are, at this table, you are the epitome of that, of what God had in mind for you that was way better than what...
I kept fighting him,
you
too.
Probably did you?
Yeah. I mean, for years, how long did I started singing when I was 17, I think. I retired from the stage. It's been 4 years ago now, which is hard for me to believe. It was in the fall of 2019. So for that many years, I kept fighting it. I lived in Nashville for a while, and which, he blessed me. Surely more than I deserve, with a lot of great things that I was able to do when I did perform, and Miss Indiana and the Reba song and being a writer for EMI, and
the list goes on.
I mean, but I mean, it's a lot of blessings, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And there was a time, I knew that's what I was supposed to do. That's who I was. That's what, I breathed, and music. Sure. I mean, that's just I never had any doubt.
Right.
And God was leading me somewhere else, and I think now I was always really meant to be Garrett and Griffin's mother and Perry's wife. And, not that I couldn't do both, but I think I do better at that. I think that's been my gift.
You can't do two things at the same time as good as you can do one thing.
Right.
That's just science, folks.
Yes, so there you have it. So, but that's what, and I can remember this when I was competing for Miss Indiana. I thought this was really good, and I'm sure he gave the same speech to the girls every year. But I can remember the producer of the show. He was the executive producer, Craig Monk. And I think it was actually the morning of that Saturday, and the finals were that night. So one girl was getting crowned that night, right? But there's 24. I didn't think there were 22 or 24 of us there competing. And he said gave the talk to all the girls that, listen, one of you is going to walk out of here with the crown. 21 of you are going home without it, and that's okay. But you shouldn't have put all of your eggs in this basket anyway. None of you. We never want to put all of our eggs in one basket. And I'll never forget that talk, that speech he gave, because it was I think it was really, really good. And that was kind of what Mike was talking about, I think, is you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, because then if it doesn't turn out the way you felt like it should or was going to, or you just knew, then you are blindsided. You don't know where to go. It can ruin your life. It can ruin your anything, your marriage, whatever it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, but I know you both started on a different path than where you ended up.
Sure
so
did.
I think you guys kind of had that similar story. Bill, were you always headed toward
engineer of the year,
being highway engineer, or being
is that what you wanted, Bill?
Being you went to school for engineering, right?
Right,
for sure.
But I wasn't there. That wasn't. I was playing music too. I was doing that on the side. Nothing like you were doing.
No, but
just play.
Still,
something to do.
Hey, she wasn't playing guitar.
Yes, absolutely. That's right. I can't play an instrument, so you got me there, bud.
But I hired in at the county, and I didn't want to take the whole place over. Well, the engineer got fired, and they said, you're going to take it for a while. Well, they hired another one. She lasted not even a year. And they said, well, you're going to take it for good this time. So,
hey, all right.
Away we go. So, 37 years later.
See, I mean, isn't it? That's interesting that's was not your plan either then.
No.
Next thing you know, there's a bridge named after you.
Yeah, now he's got a bridge named after. It didn't turn out too bad, did it, Bill?
Now you're engineer of the year.
Yeah. I got a place to stay when Marianne throws me out. Go sleep.
Go under it.
Right on.
Exactly.
At least you'll have a roof over your head.
That's right.
You
clearly,
I won't say own, but you know what I mean.
But it's close.
Right. It's pretty doggone
Who
close.
else owns it, right?
That's right. All right, stick around. We're going to take a quick break.
Okay.
Before we do, can you tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about Chad's, because we love Chad's, and you will too.
Absolutely. Our sponsor, Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center, are going to be the only place you need to keep your car running in perfect form. Chad has a shop on State Road 46 in Ellettsville, which is different than his oil changing shop, but you can visit there, get a free estimate, reasonable rates that'll get your car back on the road very, very quickly. For your oil change needs, you got to head over to 1357 South Liberty Drive in Bloomington, right next door to Menards.
That's right.
And what do we say? Every seventh oil change is free.
Yep.
Mark's gotten a ton of 7th oil changes over there because of his fleet, right?
Nice. Yes.
So he'll punch the card or.
I do go in frequently though because I put on a lot of miles.
Yeah, he puts a lot of miles on folks. So every 7th oil change is free. Who else does that in this area? So
not that I know.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can't get any better than that. Chad's Express Lube and Car Care Center, 1357 South Liberty Drive in Bloomington. Go see him. He's fantastic. You will be welcomed like you are part of the family over there.
Treat you right.
They really will. They won't make you feel like you're
and
not.
When you get your 7th oil change, just remember the 70 times 7.
That's right, studio.
There it is.
We're going to give Chad's a big thumbs up.
2 of them.
Hey.
All right. Stay close. We'll be back with more from the general store.
See Bill playing that air bass over
I like doing that. A little
he
bit.
did. I saw it.
He's going to enter that competition. I heard you talking about that the other day.
There you go.
I hope you caught that, Mike. That was real, just
Mike's
real smooth.
He's going to do a little playback, I'm sure.
There we go.
Carter with the smooth tune.
Ooh, Carter with the smooth tune.
And Christine Flynn with your insurance, Farmers Insurance Agent. Christine Flynn here in Bloomington. And I'm telling you, she's really been keeping people abreast of what's going on in the insurance industry, and it's kind of frightening. I don't know if y'all know, but
don't scare me.
There's some the insurance world, medical, life, auto, home, all of them, is it's not good. So anyway, but Christine is good because she can help. She's going to be able to. Christine Good.
If you get anything out of this testimonial,
Christine Good.
Christine Good.
Yes, and she can help you.
She's our grammar teacher.
Navigate. She can help you navigate.
Really knowledgeable. Knows what she's doing. She's been there forever.
Yes.
1201 South Walnut. It's also, she has a good supply of our T-shirts.
Yes, she sure does.
Right there.
Right there.
Look at the model.
Over 14
or don't.
Over 14 years of experience, and you can also call 812-822-2905. She will be happy to answer any questions you might have. And you might have some coming up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy world.
She knows her stuff.
It's a mad world. Mm-hmm. That was a television. That was a movie too.
Was it a musical?
Movie. No, it was just a regular movie. It had a ton of movie stars.
Was that also Mel Brooks? I don't know. He's going to look it up on IMDb, I'm sure.
If you want me to, I will. But it wasn't.
I'm surprised you don't know.
It was a good movie.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gee, you owe me a Coke. You owe me a Coke. You make
I am surprised you didn't know. Aren't you?
I mean, do you remember what they were looking for at the end?
I don't.
Yeah.
I think the M in IMDb or IMDb stands for
Mark.
The W. They were looking for a W, but it was with the palm trees that were shaped like a W. That's where the treasure was buried. They were all looking for the treasure.
I've never seen the movie. I just remember it was a movie.
It's actually pretty funny.
It's got a ton of stars in it, doesn't it? I thought it was a Mel Brooks, but I might be wrong.
It might be. I don't know.
Sounds like a Mel Brooks.
It does. Well, welcome back. Anyway,
here we are.
Man alive, let's get this thing back on the on the tracks here. So,
do we have tracks?
If you're just not normally, for sure. Not normally, but we in the first segment, if you're just joining, we were talking about how we might think we're headed in one direction and life, or I like to think, actually, I know for me, certainly God led me somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
And so, and how we, just want to encourage you especially if you're going through. I mean, I think there's been a pretty big shakeup here in the last few years since COVID. You know, a lot of people have changed jobs, or maybe lost their jobs, or maybe I think COVID caused a lot of people to also kind of be introspective and like, you know, the world's changing, and is this what I want to do with my life?
Yeah.
And so, our whole point is to encourage you is that yes, do it. Go and try something. It may not be it's never too late to start, I guess is my point. Because we all kind of started something different as we were older. I mean, you were with the Monroe County Highway Department, left. Even though you're still in the construction world, it was still quite a difference, quite a change for you what you're doing now. I mean, now you're working for a bridge contractor?
Right. You know, basically as a salesperson.
Yeah.
You know, customer service rep. Whatever.
But I'm sure, like me and Mark, you miss government work, don't you, Bill?
No. Not a bit.
Not at all. And then
he wakes up every morning crying.
And then you retired from the Indiana State Police.
Right.
And you're now working for
Hoosier Energy.
Hoosier Energy.
That's right.
Here in the area. Well, actually for the state of Indiana, but you're based locally.
Correct.
But what was interesting with your job is that you actually the training you got in your final years at ISP really kind of enabled you to be able to take this job. Again, I think that's a God smack. You know what I mean? Like he prepared you for that because he was leading you somewhere else.
Right.
Which he'll do.
No question.
Yeah,
no
for
question.
sure. So,
and when I joined the Indiana State Police, I didn't have any
aspirations?
No.
Yeah.
To be a public information officer.
None at all. You didn't have any aspirations.
I had none. Yeah.
I had no desire to do anything.
Nothing. Had no desire. But to be in the public, our public media relations.
You lived up to those aspirations.
So yes, thank you.
Because you were a public information officer.
But that in 2007 when I took that job, which here's another God thing, guys. Mark and I put in for the same job in 2006.
That's true.
We did, didn't we? Yep. Didn't we? We both put in for the same job. One of us didn't get it.
I won't tell you who got that job.
Right. One of us didn't get it. And I was disappointed at the time, right? But I had no idea. God is in the background saying, hey, wait. I've got something else that's better suited.
For you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. I had no idea at the time. Disappointed, yeah. But look, it turned out better for me. Because thank you, God, for let me be patient,
right?
Or being patient with me, actually.
Right. Yeah,
actually.
For sure.
So yeah, that worked out really, really well. I couldn't have had any better.
Because I believe he was training you for this job that you're in now. Because this job is, I think, better for your family and where you're at in life right now, and everything. So he was leading you there.
It's a wonderful feeling to look back, and see how he did that. That was fantastic.
Literally, and it's just the human. The sin nature of us.
Yeah.
That we think we,
that we know better.
We know better, and we want to fight God tooth and nail the whole way through. If we would just get out of His way, it is hard. I'm bad too.
We have an episode called "Get Out of God's Way." Yeah. I can't remember what number it was. It was early. It was like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But we talked about some of that stuff. But it's so true. But it's so difficult too.
It is. It's just
because you want to keep your hands on the wheel,
right?
Yep.
And so you
total loser,
a total loser, but that's something you've been able to stick with through your whole life.
Oh yeah, it's just right there, consistent. I go for consistency.
You're good at consistency.
And I think it's working.
I mean, if anybody can say anything about you, that's it.
That's
Mr. Consistent.
That's right.
Oh. No, so you left ISP. Now, Kit, have we said
they're so thankful. I've never got so many thank you cards from one company.
From every single one of them, everybody.
It's amazing.
Daily.
They didn't send him congratulations on your retirement. They sent him thank you for your retirement. Thank you for retiring.
Why couldn't you have done this, dude?
If only we'd known what bliss this was. Now, have you told us what you're doing now in your retirement?
I drive for rideshare companies.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
Uber or Lyft.
I didn't know.
Whichever one you want to call.
So do you work for both?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay. So, but that's interesting too. I think that also, what you did with the Indiana State Police has also
I drove
helped
a car.
that. You drove a car.
Now I don't put bracelets on my passengers. It's amazing.
So much less stress. That's so great.
Yeah.
Right.
They're a lot more cooperative. It's amazing.
That's funny.
I use that
Good,
line
man.
with all my riders.
That's good.
They love it.
You get a lot of mileage.
And you probably
yeah.
don't. Do you not? You probably don't have the fence in between you either, do you?
No,
Or-
we don't have,
yeah.
we didn't have a
Yeah.
fence in our cars. So.
Oh, you did?
No. Matter of fact, our prisoners rode in the front seat. Yep.
What?
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Yep. We treat
Why?
our prisoners
keep an
like
eye on 'em.
nice people.
Yeah. Well,
No,
but we trained that way. I mean,
Yeah.
that was
That I didn't know that. That surprises me.
well. There's a lot of things we can control better when the prisoner's up with us
You keep an
in the
eye on
front.
them.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're handcuffed behind their back.
Oh, for
you
sure.
know, that type of thing. And there's a lot of different things you can do with a seat and
Oh, sure.
you know, and up against a door and all that kind of stuff too.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah, I don't want to get into the weeds on it, but there's
No, right.
a
Yeah,
lot of prisoners in the back seat ended up not very good, even with cages.
But going back to your point, there's no job I've enjoyed more than what I'm doing right now.
and I think it's
true.
perfect for you. Again,
It is.
God, I think
I can work my hours whenever I want to work.
Yeah.
Don't have to work on Sundays ever.
you're also very
But-
personable, and I bet you enjoy. I bet your what are they called? Not your clients, but
My riders.
your writers.
Yeah.
Well, I know, like taxis used to be called fares.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that they probably enjoy.
I don't know
You-
if they do or not.
You don't really care, do
Now,
you?
wait a minute. You get 4 or 5 stars every time.
I've got decent ratings.
Yeah, he gets good ratings.
I bet.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, it's kind of like being a bartender. You will be amazed how people open up when they get in your car
Oh, I bet.
because they
Like
talking
Taxi
to
Cab
a
Confessions. You remember
Yes.
that show?
Yes, I did.
It is. It's
Which
it
was
is amazing.
horrible.
Oh,
it was on
I know.
HBO. I
I've-
couldn't watch it.
I-
It was
Some
Tell me
people
about
get in their
it. But
car.
it's amazing.
Pretty
They're
nasty.
mad because they just dealt with somebody they don't like. They're sad because they're going to some place that's
Just
making
found
them
out
sad.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I pick up a lot of people from the hospital.
I bet you've had opportunity to pray for them.
Oh yeah, and I pass
love
out
that.
cards for my church and things.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So I'm able to reach people. You know, I don't force anything on
Sure, sure.
anyone or anything. But if the movement's right and I feel like they need a touch of God, I try to offer.
That's
that.
wonderful.
But I love it. It's fun. And there's some people, you know, that don't talk to you at all. As soon as they get in, they throw on some, headphones.
Which is fine.
And, yep, that's fine.
Now, I'm sure you're not, but I do want to ask this. Are you?
Yeah.
Or have you ever had a writer that you're a little leery of, or you're uncomfortable with, or I better keep an eye on this situation?
I've only had one incident where I had a guy that was a little bit inebriated, like a lot, couldn't walk, and he got upset because he had punched in the wrong destination, and he thought I took him there. And I'm like, okay, we'll figure this out, dude. Why would I take you to the wrong place? But he's drunk, and so they don't think rational sometimes.
But again, you've been trained for that,
Yeah.
right?
So I was able to get him to calm down and took him. It was Home 2 Suites I took him to, and he was supposed to go to Home Style or something.
Homewood, probably.
Homewood,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So whatever it was, and so it was across town. It was no big deal. And after he realized I wasn't trying to take him to the wrong place,
Yeah.
because everything was fun. But no, it's fun.
Now, you have the 3 rules that people have.
The 3 P's: no poop, no pee, no puke. We get along very well.
Now, is that company wide or just for your vehicle?
That's definitely for my vehicle. I would
He
highly
didn't care about anybody.
I would highly recommend it for other vehicles, but definitely for mine.
It's not too much to ask, really. If you think
And
about
I have been able to avoid all 3 so far. Knock on wood.
No,
There you go.
so how do you broach that subject with them? Is it on the?
Yeah, sometimes
On
they
the
bring,
app?
sometimes they bring it up.
No.
I'm
Do
not
they
kidding.
say, "Can I pee in your car"?
They say I need to pee.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, okay,
Stand by.
Stand by.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've had one rider. Well, I won't talk about it.
Oh, come on. Talk about it, bud.
She may have ran to a bush and peed herself before pulling her pants down. She may have done.
Oh,
Do you? So then she get back in your car?
Eventually.
after it dried out.
I was gonna say that's a no gamer for me. I gotta, I carry
Yeah.
towels in my truck.
It's just too bad for the next rider. Gets, why is this seat so wet?
Where did this
No,
conversation
I don't
go?
know how that happened, but
happened. You brought up the 3 P's.
Yeah.
I just said the rules. That's
very interesting.
Those are good rules.
Those are good
I like
rules,
it. I
though.
like it.
I think
Yeah.
those are.
But no, I
Not too
don't.
much chance.
I know a lot of people. It's a silly job, really. But I mean, I love it. absolutely love it.
I don't think it's silly. I think you're providing a service.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, you're able to spread God's word a little bit.
able to eat.
That's what I love about it. And I think that's why God led him where he's at.
Yeah, I love it.
Again,
Yeah.
I think.
I enjoy it.
Well, what's funny is he had this in mind a couple of years,
Yeah,
at least a couple of years
absolutely.
before you
Yeah.
retired. I remember you talking about it going,
so I think I'd like to do that.
What?
I could never do what you're doing. But I do think it's probably quite a bit different for a female to do.
It is.
To do
I
that.
agree. It is.
Right.
But it's a lot of fun. In Indiana University is a great place to do it. I've carried like 36 different countries in my car.
Oh, wow.
And I get to reach to all these people and talk to them and meet all the different.
Did you get the map?
Yeah, I've got a book where they sign my book.
Oh, cool.
And when they're from a different country, I have them sign the book.
That's awesome.
Yep.
I think it's perfect for you.
It's fun.
So we want to encourage you that, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
And even if you did put all your eggs in one basket, it's okay to move the eggs around.
That's right.
Yeah.
No matter how old you
That's
are.
right.
You can, you
I
can
love
always
scrambled
change.
eggs.
Yes.
There you go.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with scrambled eggs.
That's a yolk, I think.
That's
Yeah, you got to do that. You got to do that when you're the show business.
Right.
He's rubbing off on you.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't get excited.
Well, they're probably excited because we're leaving.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They're
I
thrilled.
apologize. No.
They're like the state police and saying, goodbye, sucker.
He got the gold mine. I got the shaft. That was a Jerry Reed song.
Yeah, it was.
Sing
But
it.
anyway, no, sing it. Do it. Say it again. Go.
I'm going to do
The
it.
wheels are totally off now, so
Yeah.
we're going to go. But we just want to encourage
We
you.
may have
We hope that
crashed.
we have encouraged you for this. Don't ever be afraid to try something different.
Yeah.
And reinvent yourself. Let God lead you.
Enjoy life.
And enjoy life and all of the blessings that He's give you. Just have a little faith. Mm-hmm. That's what I say. All right. So if it's the Lord's will, we'll see you back in here next time at the General Store. Bye.